everyone, Arlynn here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is I am here to share part of my Santa Claus collection with you. Yes, I said part. The rest of my collection are Jim Shore pieces. I have a couple of Jim Shore pieces here, or higher end pieces here, but my Jim Shore pieces are packed away in their boxes in with all of the Christmas bins. So therefore I just can't get to them until I decorate with them. So you guys will see those as we go through my decorating series. But for today, I've got quite the array of Santa Clauses. I did not realize I had so many, to be honest with you. I am going to go from the least expensive to the most expensive as I show everything to you. I'm going to start with the Santa Clauses that I've thrifted. Then I'm going to move to the Santa Clauses I've purchased, like at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and whatnot through the years. And I don't remember everywhere that I got some of these pieces. I'm also going to share a couple of gifts with you that my girls have gotten me. And we're just going to go through this, you know, one after the other. And I'm going to end with the Santa Clauses that I have collected at the Snow and Ice store over in Harrisonburg, Virginia. And I did not realize it, but it looks like I have been collecting from there each year for, I'm looking here at the pieces I have from that store. 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe 6, for 6 years. For 6 years, you guys. So I was really surprised. I did not realize we had been going over there for that many years, but we have, and that has become a tradition. Start with that. I wanted to preface this by saying I do have one more Maverick and Gigi Create video, but I will put that up next week sometime for you guys. It's really cute, and it is a spooky decoration that we did. So I will put that up, but one of you guys had called for this, so I will go ahead. Several of you had called for me to, you know, kind of show you my Santa Claus collection. So let's get started. Because this might take me just a little while to show you everything. Okay, I'm going to go start with the things that I purchased at the Minuteman Mini Mall, which, if you remember my video from the other day, is a little thrift store, consignment store, whatever you want to call it, that I go to over in Culpeper, Virginia. And I go there to get my milk glass, and I have picked up several items from the Minuteman Mini Mall through the years. And I don't remember which year I purchased these or anything, so I'm just going to show you what I know came from the Minuteman Mini Mall. And this guy is actually a tree topper, as are several of my Santa Clauses. But this is one of them that I got from the Minuteman Mini Mall. And I did not pay any more than $15 at most for any of the ones I will show you that I got from the Minuteman Mini Mall. But this guy, he is kind of handsome. And he's got his green and gold outfit on with the red velvet coat lined in fur. He's got a couple of bells here. They're just plastic, you know. So he is handsome. Look at he has his big bag of toys. And he's got a little, what is that, a doll? Little doll and a French horn. And yeah, he is a handsome dude. So again, I did not spend a lot of money for him at all. Next, where is this fella? Here he is. I do believe I picked that one and this one up just last year at the Minuteman Mini Mall. So, but this is one I got from there too. And he's had better days. He has definitely seen better days. Here he is with his French horn and his bag of toys. He's got kind of a wrinkly face there. Again, with the red and gold, you know, on the one side of my house, it's all red and gold. But he's a handsome dude too. Look at his tassel on his hood. So I just love Santa Clauses, and I really didn't. And he's holding a lamppost. What do I did? Never took the price tag off of that. And I know I decorated with him last year. There we go. I don't know how much I spent for him. I know it wasn't any more than probably about $10 for him. But let me talk about the elephant in the room here too. I am sitting in my basement, and these are shelves behind me where you see a myriad of, my decor that you've probably seen throughout my house, so that's what's sitting behind me. And I just was not going to take all of these Santa Clauses upstairs and then have to carry them back downstairs. So I said to Chris, we'll just do it here. I have a table, one of our old oak kitchen tables sitting here that I'm sitting at. And that's what I said to him. I said, I'm just going to do it down in the basement. It's fine. They don't care if they see a bunch of decor behind them. They probably recognize it all, don't you? Anyway, all right. So that was him. And let's see here. I know I have another one. Oh, right here in front of me. This little fella. He is really cute. He reminded me of a vintage fella. He reminded me of the Santa. I had a Santa Claus that my grandmother gave to me when I was a little girl. I do not know whatever happened. I remember his cheek got smushed in though. So half of the time that I had him, his cheek was all like smushed in. But, Mom always said that just gave him character. It was okay, And he's holding his little Christmas tree there, and a little ornament. And he's got his feet crossed. I crossed his feet. I had him sitting on my corner shelf upstairs last year, I believe. So he is really cute. Very, very cute in his red velvet coat. What a kind face. Look at his eyelashes. Can you see his eyelashes? But he reminded me of more of a vintage look to him. So cute. So I think that might be all that I picked up from the Minuteman Mini Mall. Now, these others, I'm going to move into what I've purchased throughout the years. And now I haven't purchased these all in one year, you guys. I've been purchasing things since we moved into this house. I've been collecting Santa Clauses of lighter colors and the blues and the creams and the silvers and the golds and the blues and the red, along with the red and the whites and the golds, So I'm going to have quite the array here. This is arguably my oldest Santa that I have. And again, he's a tree topper. I've had this guy, I've had him for probably decades, you guys. I remember decorating with this guy in my living room in my other house. So we've lived in this house. It'll be 10 years. 10 years we've lived in this house next month. I can't even believe it, in November. I can't believe it, right around Thanksgiving. So anyway, he's silver and he's just a handsome dude. So I don't remember where I got him. I have no, I didn't keep any tags on a lot of these guys or anything like that, but he's cute. So he is one. I'm trying to go by age, so I'm not sure when I got things. So I'm probably not going to do a very good job at going in age order. This guy, I've gotten in just recent years since I've been in this house. He is gold, and he kind of puts me in the mind of Harry Potter, if you will, of a wizard from Harry Potter, probably because of the owl, that he's holding an owl. But he is a tree topper as well. And I did not spend an exorbitant amount of money for any of these tree toppers, you guys. So I think I got this from either Hobby Lobby or Michael's, somewhere like that. He's holding his sparkly Christmas tree. And yeah, I love him. Fine looking gentleman. And then I got this one, which is another tree topper, and he's quite large. Again, a tree topper. And I tend to buy those because they're cheaper, because sometimes I just don't want to spend. I have enough here that costs me, a good chunk of change, you guys. So to add, to fill in, I just don't spend a lot, but this guy, he's pretty handsome with his gold garb, sparkles. Quite nice. quite nice. He would be beautiful on top of a tree, right? He really would be. Okay, so I got him. Then I just got this one in the last few years, I think. He is not a tree topper, and I think I got him either from And That or from Hobby Lobby. I'm really not sure where I got him, to be honest, or it could have been Amazon. I don't know. Anything from Amazon, I will link in my Amazon shop for sure, if they're still available. But I did get a couple from Amazon, I believe, too. Check out his silver boots and his silvery tree and his white coat. I love his white coat. So obviously a lot of this guy goes in the front of the house, you know, where I do silvers and blues and whites. This fella, back to the gold, again is not a tree topper, but he's kind of a nautical fella, if you will. He has, you can see seashells on him, and he's got like that color, you know, whatever this might be, with shells on the bottom. And he's got this green color, a nice beard, and another shell in this hand. So he is a little bit nautical. I ought to give this to Stacy. Her whole front room, her living room is done in all this color, you know, kind of this really pretty green. But I love him. Love his gold boots. I think he's handsome. I don't remember where I got him though. I think Hobby Lobby, but don't quote me. I love him. Okay, let me show you some more like figurines. Before we go into the red and whites that I have, let me show you some figurines that I've gotten. These have all been gifts. These next three have been gifts. So I got this guy. Isn't he pretty? Look at the cardinals. And he's reading his list there. And he's got his sack on his back. I love him. So that one, and then this one have both been gifts. Did I say 3 gifts? I think I meant 2. 2 gifts. This one. Look, look, look. How beautiful is this? Now, this was a chunk of change. This was a chunk of change. I do know that. So, but I know it came from Amazon. So I can, if it's still available, I'll give you a link. Check my Christmas shop down in the description. And this is another tree topper. This is another tree topper in white or cream. Actually, he's cream. This guy's white. Look at the difference. And he's more cream. But again, another tree topper. Sparkles, sparkles, sparkles. Love him. Okay, you guys will remember this next one. When I purchased my blue and white tree several years ago, I purchased this guy from At Home, and it was $50. I want to say this guy was $50. He's tall. He's probably 2 feet at least tall, maybe 2.5 feet. He's a big fella. You know, I don't think I kept it. No, I didn't keep the tag on him. But I remember he was a chunk of change for sure. And he sits up on my half moon table is where I'm going to put him again probably this year. But I love him. It puts me in the mind more of a Father Christmas than a Santa Claus, you know. So, love that. Lighter, I think that does it for all of the lighter colored items except for one. And I'm going to show you that one now. And then we'll move over to the red and white. I'm going to show you 2 more. One is this guy. And remember, I do my grandmother's hutch in the pink and golds throughout the seasons. And this fella stands up on the top of that hutch in my living room. I found him at Hobby Lobby, and yes, I did spend a chunk of change. He was $70. I'm sure he was 50% off. So really $35 for, look how big he is. I mean, really, well, it really wasn't so bad for as big and as involved as this fella is. But I love the pink. Look at the pink. He needs to have his coat steamed, doesn't he? Or something. I mean, that's how he came. He's been standing out. All of these have been left out up on top of the shelf. Our basement is a really good storage space, you guys. We don't get bugs. We don't get spiders and stuff like that. So as you can see, everything is in really good condition. So anyway, there this guy is. So let me show you one more before we move on to all of the more expensive Santa Clauses that I've gotten over at Snow and Ice. You can see back there is a Santa right in that wreath. I made that wreath for the back of the front door last year, and I'll show you a close picture here over here and show you how that looks. Oops, how that looks up close. So I had a really good time making that, and it will hang again this year right on the back of my front door. So let me show you this little red and white Santa that I got from Hobby Lobby, I believe, I don't know, several years ago. I decorate with him with my Lennox pieces. I have some Lennox pieces, and he goes so well with those. So I do decorate with him with those. I love his ticking. He is like a figurine, but like the fur is furry on his coat. And his jacket is like material. So, and then he has a wreath. Friendly face. Happy fella. All right, now let's move on into all of the things that I've gotten from Snow and Ice. And I will try to start with the first thing I got, and we'll move to what you've already seen, but I'll end with those. So the first one I ever purchased from Snow and Ice, which is the store over in Harrisonburg, Virginia, that I just did a video about from, and showed you the stuff that I got this year. It has an array of Santas in there. And this is what my choice was for the first year that we went. I decided I wanted to start collecting Santa Clauses, and these Santa Clauses line my steps. These stand on my staircase coming down my steps. And these are every bit of anywhere from $80 to $130. I don't know. I don't remember which is what, but these were all not cheap that I'm fixing from here on out, from what I'm fixing to show you. But these are very, very nice and collector's items, if you will. They are collector's items. So I just love him. So that was this guy was the second year. And he has something on his back here. Karen Dixon, something like that, as well as I can see down here. So, love him. I love the jackets like that. I love the coats like this. I think they're spiffy. And they're different, you know? They're different. And had the white coat with the red fur instead of the red coat with the white fur. Just something different, you know? With the wreath. I love the wreath. His glasses. Love him. And then this fella, which I have to say, this is my favorite. My favorite jolly old elf. Look at his feet. I love this guy. He really is my favorite. He's sparkly and he's happy and he is an elf. And he sits in my bullnose. That's where he sits when I decorate the staircase. And look at his sack full of toys with his teddy bear and his gifts. I love him. This is absolutely my favorite. Absolutely. Probably because of the bling. I love the bling on him. And I love his feet. I have to be honest. I love his elf feet. And then the year after that was, let's see, that was that last year. So I think this one, or I might have, I don't think I bought all this in one year. So this I bought when Maverick was born. And this is, let's see if I can get it to talk. In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. He reads 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So I absolutely love this guy. He was in a tray design last year. I don't know what I'm going to do with him this year because I'm not doing that same decor on my island this year. But I love him sitting in the rocking chair reading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And the book, can I get the book around, does say 'twas the night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not the creature was stirring, not even a mouse. I love it. And then last year we got a set. And I just went and I picked up Mr. Claus, and then Chris said, Arlynn, you have to get Mrs. Claus too. And I believe I got the whole set for, it was like $135 for both of them together. And here they are in their jammies, all ready for bed. And aren't they cute? Look at them. The detail on these dolls from over there is just amazing, you guys. So look at Santa's slippers. She has boots, but aren't they cute? They are ready to get snuggled down and welcome in Christmas morning. I love it. And then I forgot one guy here that I got from the Christmas Mouse. It was not cheap, so I wanted to show you this. I forgot this guy that you guys saw me purchase last year or the year before. We went to Williamsburg, and I got this fella. So I do believe I can get him on Amazon, though. I do believe. I'll check. $24.99 for him. Cute. Forgot him. He was laying right here in front of me. And now for the Santa that I got this year at the Snow and Ice place. And you guys saw me. Well, first I got this angel. You guys know I got this Jim Shore angel. For those that didn't see her. And I believe she was like $75. And then here's the Santa, which I love this year. And he's more of a figurine. He'll stand on a shelf or in a tray design. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. And yeah, I just love him. Look at the snowman on his tree. Face. Alrighty, you guys. That, I think, let me look around here and make sure that I didn't forget anybody. That's everyone. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to line these up right here on this table, and they will be waiting for when I am ready to decorate with them. In just a couple weeks, I'm going to start in just a couple of weeks, you guys. Probably right around Halloween, maybe a little bit before. I'm not sure. It depends on if the kids are coming or not, you know, but I will be starting at the very least the day after Halloween. At the very latest, the day after Halloween. So, but anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my Santa Clauses, and it will not look like this many once I get them all out and about and around my house and incorporated into my Christmas decor. I think you'll see that it's not going to look like my whole house is covered in Santa Clauses. It really doesn't. They blend in nicely. They are used to augment my decor. They set the tone in some rooms for the decor, and they make a great helpmate to me in my Christmas decorating, and I love them. I absolutely love them. So anyway, again, I hope you've enjoyed this. This will be my last video this week. But first, let me humbly ask you if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the notification bell when the drop-down menu comes up. Hit all. That way you won't miss one of my uploads. We're really going to be starting to gear up for our Christmas decorating, which will take us all the way up till Thanksgiving and beyond to get this house inside and out decorated. It's quite the task. It is a full switch out. It is my biggest and most challenging decor series of the entire year. I really close out the year with a bang with my Christmas decorating. So please stay tuned for that. Please subscribe if you haven't, if you're just catching me here. I think you will enjoy the Christmas decorate with me's I have planned. I got a lot coming up. And so anyway, please subscribe. And let me just say, have a great weekend. I hope you get to see those you love and who love you. And never forget to tell them you love them when you leave them. Never forget or hang up the phone with them. Always tell those you love that you love them. Give them hugs if you see them when they leave. We are never guaranteed tomorrow, you guys. We are just never guaranteed tomorrow. For those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.